business story has emerged, and it comes to profits anyway. Qantas is back in the black for the first time in a while, so that might dominate things from a business sense anyway for the first bit of the session. It's bringing CommSec, Tom Piotrowski. What do you make of this, Tom, and what's the rest of the story this morning?
Well, obviously, this is a big number, Pete. Qantas, they've posted an underlying profit of $1.4 billion. So compared to the $1.3 billion loss that they posted in the same period previously, a massive turnaround. It's not to be underestimated, the scale of the turnaround, but anyone that's flown any more than 15 metres recently knows that they are paying more for it. So that's translated to the bottom line for the organisation. That number, if anything, was just slightly below the market's expectations. So still, I think it should be reasonably well received given the scale of the turnaround. No interim dividend. They did announce a $500 million share buyback. So on balance, you'd think they'd probably get a tick in relation to that result. But in terms of what the market is going to produce this morning when we kick off, a loss of about 1/3% is expected. We saw mixed outcomes where US and European markets were concerned last night. The US Federal Reserve released the minutes from their last policy setting meeting. Even if there is a belief that interest rates are going to moderate in terms of the pace of rate hikes, Pete, there's this growing belief that they're going to stay higher for longer, and that's weighing on stocks at the moment, and that was the gist of what was being said in those minutes overnight in the US. European markets were generally a little bit weaker as well. We've got a laundry list of organisations reporting results, including Ramsay Healthcare, St Barbara Limited, so we'll be preoccupied with that. We saw a big fall for Domino's Pizza shares yesterday, down by around 25%. They're just having no success at the moment passing on higher costs to investors. It'll be interesting to see whether or not it sees a rebound today, given the scale of the decline. So, yeah, interesting day ahead.
Go and get a wood-fired pizza from your local pizzeria, I say.